Hello again and welcome to That's English.
Hello.
Today's documentary is about the educational system in Britain.
Pay attention at the back.
Very funny, Ashley. This is a very serious subject.
Sorry, miss.
So, Ashley, what were you like at school?
I was very studious and well behaved. Bien educado.
I find that hard to believe.
It's true. What about you?
Oh, I was always in trouble.
Really? Why?
Well, for talking too much in the lesson.
But it's good to talk, as we'll see in the documentary.
But I wasn't talking about the lesson. It was usually about my latest boyfriend.
Ah, that's different. In class, you have to focus on the task, la tarea. You mustn't chat to your friends.
Oh, I know, but I was the cleverest girl in the class.
Of course.
And the teachers didn't cater for my needs. No me hacían caso. So I got bored and started to chat.
I see. Anyway, it's time for our documentary now. While you watch, find the answer to this question. What is the role of the teacher during the activities?
Let's watch.
For students in secondary schools in England, this is a completely normal lesson. First, the teacher tells them what the task is.
Put together an advert for how you would try to encourage people to attract them to come to Brighton.
Then they prepare the work in small groups and do an exercise.
You want to start discussing that now?
Teachers in England believe students learn much better if they are asked to think about what they are doing. We came to Oakmeads Community College in Burgess Hill to find out more. This teaching method is called Learning to Learn or Opening Minds. When students find out things for themselves, they seem to learn better. We asked Lucy Bignell, who teaches history, if there is a standard format for the lesson.
Every lesson follows a three-part format. You have a starter at the beginning, and then you have the main body, the main activity.
The main activity takes up most of the lesson time. Geography teacher Emily Conrad tells us more.
The activity in the middle may involve the students working together, collaborating together and talking about the different aspects of the lesson.
The third part is at the end of the lesson, when the class reviews what they have learnt with the teacher. Schools in England believe that this method can help students to learn more effectively.
They find someone to blame.
In most subjects, the class is required to do practical activities. What are the benefits of this type of activity?
Students take control of what they are learning, and they themselves can control how much progress that they make and how much they can learn.
So what is the role of the teacher during these activities?
You are there to check that everybody is learning and progressing. You have to spend a lot of time planning. You also have to plan the appropriate activities so that you know that the information is there for them.
James studies history and enjoys this new type of learning.
My favourite part of history is the end when we have to think about what we've learned through the whole lesson.
As in any country, teachers today need to confront complicated situations. What are the main challenges for schools in England?
We do work in a multicultural society, which means that the students that we get in each lesson come from very different backgrounds. Some students find it very difficult to speak English, so we have to cater for them in many different ways.
Learning to Learn or Opening Minds caters for all students. Independent classroom activities and practical learning seems to be working. This could be a very good lesson for all of us.
Now that's a much better way to learn. I really like practical lessons and how they help students to think for themselves.
Yes, an excellent way to learn. When I went to school, you had to listen to the teacher and then work on your own. We didn't work in pairs or groups.
There was no variety.
Lessons look much more interesting now in England. They're so practical.
Yes, they are. When I was at school, we just had to be quiet and listen to the teacher.
Yes, now students work together in groups and take control of what they are learning.
That's right. But now these lessons need a lot of planning.
Absolutely. Teachers face a lot of challenges because their role has changed. And that's our question.
Exactly. Now, let's look at the answer to the question. What is the role of the teacher during the activities?
Let's just see it again.
So what is the role of the teacher during these activities?
You are there to check that everybody is learning and progressing.
So the answer is the teacher is there to check that everybody is learning and progressing.
Well, those teachers really take an interest in their students.
Yes, I wish all teachers were like them.
You know, I quite liked my teachers at school.
Yeah, most of them were good. It's not an easy job. Now then, let's listen to the answers to this question. Did you like the educational system in your country when you were at school? Why? Or why not?
OK, let's watch.
We had a tremendous education system in New Zealand back in the 60s. Every child left school with trade skills and able to read and write.
I did like the educational system when I was at school because you could choose your own subjects, which gave us more of an interest in what we were doing.
When I was at school, I did not like the Jamaican educational system because it was very strict.
Yes, I did enjoy the educational system. Everyone has a right to education from kindergarten to grade 12, and that is something I really value.
I really enjoyed our school. It's different from England. We've got 7 years in the beginning at primary school, and then the secondary year you can do 6 years from first year to 6th year.
I had a really great time at high school, especially. I was very much into arts, and I was always encouraged to take part in different activities at school, like the musicals or drama nights. So I personally had a really great time and felt really nurtured.
Hey, it's great that in New Zealand all students are taught trade skills, trabajo manual.
Yes, so even if you aren't very academic, you always have a way of making a living. Buscarte la vida.
Yes, plumbing, decorating and so on.
Actually, I can identify with the Australian woman. I acted in lots of plays at school. It was great fun and I made so many friends.
I was in a musical once, Saturday Night Fever.
Were you John Travolta?
Naturally.
Anyway, it's time for our road trip episode. This time, we'd like you to answer this question. Which particular subject do you have to learn in Wales and how long do you have to study it for? This'll be interesting. Let's see.
Okay, it's time for your first Welsh lesson, Sam. Try saying that.
What? That's impossible.
Let's go and find someone who can. So, tell us, how do you pronounce it?
Llamau Pwllwyngyll, Gogerill, Chwyndrobwll, Llantysilio, Ogogoch.
Wow. I'm not going to send you a Christmas card.
This must be a record.
Yes, it's the longest town name in Europe, but we do shorten it to Llamau Pwll.
You need to speak Welsh to be able to say it, don't you?
Yes, 75% who live here do speak Welsh, so it's not a problem for us.
Well, thanks.
So.
Come on, Sam. Time for school.
Whew. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Hwyl fawr.
Dani?
Iawn, ffantastig.
Hwyl.
Diolch yn fawr.
Croeso.
Hwyl, ta.
Ta-ra. Ta-ra.
So, Lowry, how many people can speak Welsh?
About 20% of the population.
And is that number going up or down?
Unfortunately, research shows that we're losing 3,000 Welsh speakers a year.
Why is that?
Probably because the older people are dying and the younger people who can speak Welsh are moving to England and so on to look for work. But fortunately, there are more Welsh schools opening in South Wales, so that's good.
So, is Welsh taught in state schools?
Yes, you have to learn Welsh until you're 16, and you can study lessons mostly or completely in Welsh.
Oh, so that's great news for the future of Welsh, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So, can you teach me how to say, "Good afternoon, my name is Sam"?
Yes. Pnawn da.
Pnawn da.
Sam dwi.
Sam dwi.
Da iawn, brilliant.
Hey, that's cool. And thank you.
Diolch.
Diolch.
Da iawn.
OK, Sam, time to go. Repeat after me. Hwyl fawr.
Hwyl fawr.
Da iawn. Gret. Hwyl fawr.
Diolch.
Croeso.
Diolch.
Hwyl.
You know, Katie, so far people here have been so friendly.
Maybe that's because we've been to villages. People have more time for each other.
Wouldn't it be great if a whole town decided to behave nicely?
I've heard of a place like that. Would you like to go?
Where is it?
It's here in Wales.
Hey, I just love this country.
Wow, what an incredible place name. I can understand why they shorten it.
And impossible to pronounce, unless you speak Welsh.
Aha. I know the answer to the question.
Good. So, what was the question?
Which particular subject do you have to learn in Wales, and how long do you have to study it for?
Let's watch it again.
So, is Welsh taught in state schools?
Yes, you have to learn Welsh until you're 16, and you can study lessons mostly or completely in Welsh.
So, what's the answer?
In Wales, you have to study Welsh until you're 16.
That's right. I've always loved learning languages. So, when did you start to study Spanish, Ashley?
When I was 11, but I started French before that. What about you?
When I was 8. Don't forget, I was very clever.
Oh, yes. Well, that's all for today. See you soon for the next That's English. Bye.
Bye-bye.